Hello viewers, you're welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center. And this is our live watch along show. And it is the Olympic, the oldest sporting festival in the world. And this time around, it's featuring 32 sports with 329 events. A long period of time for games here. Starting from 26th to 11th of August, we have 17 days to run through this wonderful period of a festive sport moment in the world of the Olympic, and it's been held in Paris in France. Well, today we are here to talk about football. Yesterday we saw men's edition of the football, so many exciting moments. And today, you know what? It is the Super Falcons of Nigeria versus Brazil in this encounter today. Well, I will not be alone to talk about all the happenings. In the studio with me here, I have from my far left, Shegu, you are welcome to the studio.
Good evening, Solomon. Good evening, EMItes. Good evening, sports fans around the world. This time around, it's not just football; it's about all the sports coming up at the Olympics. Yeah, we can all take back the Olympics to when it started in the Greeks, in the old Greek era. It has been a beautiful ride. And football, Nigeria back in the female category of the football at the Olympics. They will be the only Nigerian representative when it comes to football in this competition. And the Super Falcons are also making their return to the competition after the last time they were in this competition was 2008, and whereas against a familiar foe, talking about Brazil, who are also one of the world powers, but everything that's eluded them has really been this Olympics, which are still looking to win. Twice they've been very close, coming back as silver medalist. So they'll be looking to get a better one this time around. And going back to the last time both teams actually participated on the world stage, that was the last of female World Cup, which Spain that is one. And unfortunately for Nigeria, Spain are also in this group. So this game actually promises to be a game where I expect the Super Falcons to come all out against Brazil, because Brazil is still a rebuilding team, almost like the Super Falcons. But I think when you look at the players on papers, and judging by the performance at the last World Cup, I think Nigeria has a better or have an edge over these Brazilian girls. But there's still the ageless matter on the side of these Brazilians. She's still looking to win this Olympics. But let's see how far Brazil can go in this competition. But if there's a game, I actually expect Nigeria to get a victory in this group. It has to be this game against Brazil. So for 90 minutes, well, let's see how the Super Falcons will come out right against the Brazilians.
All right, let's see how the Super Falcons will come out against the Brazilians. Remember, it was the Brazilians who gave Nigeria that long break. They defeated Nigeria 3-1 in that encounter.
They didn't give us the long break.
Yeah, they gave us that's Olympic.
No,
they were the one who
defeated from Africa.
No, for the Olympics. I'm talking about the Olympics.
Yeah,
because the last time we played was against Brazil. Brazil defeated us 3-1 after Nigeria scored first. Then Christian scored an hat-trick, and since then we have not been eliminated. And now they are welcoming us again.
And this
after
transfer Super Falcons with that's. Yeah, they stopped us from the last from the first part of that team. Christian has scored a hat-trick against the Super Falcons of Nigeria. I think the only player from Nigerian side that was part of that set in 2008 has to be Tochukwu Oluwayi, who is still in this team setup. So I think she will have a lot of memories. But I think where I will actually disagree with is that Brazil, we are one who gave us that long break. We didn't qualify from Africa. That is why we've not been at the Olympics for the past over 10 years. So it's really disappointing. The best team when it comes to African football. But we are back here this year. Let's see how far we can go in this group of deaths we found ourselves.
All right, back again, and Brazil welcoming us. And also we have Yemite, how do you do today?
I'm fine. The Olympics are on the menu. 4 years, and this competition is always worth the wait. And funny enough, the team that we practically played last in the Olympics are the same team we are starting with in this Olympics. It's just a funny way of history repeating itself. We just hope the scoreline doesn't repeat itself, though. But I think it's one team. The two teams are in transition, really. You can't really say this is the best of like that. It's just mainly based on history that you say, okay, maybe because Brazil was closer to the World Cup at some point, so you can maybe say, okay, they have an edge over Nigeria, or maybe I think they are 9th in the world or 10th or thereabouts. So, but it's going to be a very, very fierce time, because practically people expect Spain and Japan to take this group easily on paper, but football is not played on paper. It's played on the field of play. So I just hope that the Falcons can give us at least something to cheer. And you can see Martha herself, the woman, the shining light for Brazilian football for a long time, who has won as much Ballon d'Or. I think about 3 or 4 there,
Yeah.
but that she has won in her career. So I think this is one game that the Super Falcons can fancy their chances to take this one, and maybe they can at least give Nigeria something to cheer with what is going on down here in this country.
All right, you see Mata on the pitch. One player who has scored 118 goals in her career and still counting. Yet he has not won the Olympics. I think he will fancy her chances of winning it for the first time.
Well, I think this might just be the wrong time for her to fancy a chance of winning the Olympics, because when you look at the teams like what's it called, Spain and Japan in this competition, I think those are one of the two very best teams. We also have Germany in this competition. So talking about how much they stand a chance against these teams, I don't really see them getting to the final. So it might just be like Mata ending her career without an Olympic gold medal. Yeah, she has another color of the medal, which is silver twice. They've won the silver, and twice she was part of those team for this Brazil team. Yes, looking at it, just three groups in this competition, just 12 teams in this competition.
Now, what is this referee doing? There was a player down. The Nigerian player wanted to clear that one out. She let play on, and one possession back, and she allowed it.
Well, we've been having some irregularities in this competition. We saw the game between Argentina and Morocco in the main game. We had to wait for 1 hour after that game, for them to come to conclusion that that goal should be cancelled, which I think is one of the turn off of this competition. That goal immediately, VAR should be deciding on what should happen, not waiting for 1 hour after we had a lot of chaos between both teams. At a point, both teams didn't want to come onto the pitch if that event wasn't actually resolved. But I think Morocco in that one. So good enough for Morocco getting a victory.
That was a stamp to the left.
And they went on to be the second African team to defeat Argentina at the Olympics. Yes, and the other team has to be the Dream Team, the Nigerian who actually defeated Argentina in the 1996 Olympics, on their way to win that Olympics. And back to this game, it's the 11th minute of that encounter, and it's still Nigeria 0, Brazil 0 in this one.
Yeah, 11th minute now already, and it seems the lady that was down from that ash tackle is now back up, leaping. Tony Penn is known for wearing different kind of boot on the left
That is
hand.
Alozie,
Yeah, Alozie, sorry, Michelle Alozie. And I think she plays a trade for Houston.
Yeah, Houston in the United States of America.
So the referee says it's going to be a drop ball, which is surprising though. But Nigeria starts playing this one, and it's still 12th minute of that encounter now, and a shining light for the Super Falcons. That goalkeeper that has been there for the Super Falcons, unlike the ones we had at the Super Eagles. Really, and Nigeria attacking down the right, and that should be a foul.
I think the referee needs to get involved in this game right now, because giving 50-50 advantage for fouls won't really help the players coming straight into the early stages of that game. And that is the Nigerian captain there, Rasheedat Ajibade, who is actually feeling undone there. She expects that should have been a foul given to her against the Brazilian. They went into that tackle against the Nigerian. They're talking about
that was a foul. That was a clear foul.
Ludmila da Silva, who went crashing on the Nigerian captain. But Ajibade is back on the pitch right now.
Two players leaping.
She's currently leaping. Let's see if she'll be able to continue this game. I expect her to continue this game. She's a strong, resilient player. Talking about the Atletico de Madrid midfielder Rasheedat Ajibade, who is currently the captain of the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Throwing into Nigeria, Alozie takes a long one and fights out the running of Uchebe back into the hands of the Brazilians, who will be looking to break out and try to dominate play against the Super Falcons. That hasn't really happened. It has been the Super Falcons of Nigeria dominating play, and straight into midfield is Nigeria in possession. Deborah Abiodun returns it straight into the defense, where she finds the number 14, Blessing Dumain, who plays a trace in Reims with in the French league. And back to Chiamaka Nnadozie, the goalkeeper for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. She's one strong player for the Super Falcons, sorry. And straight into midfield is Nigeria, who are currently enjoying the better share of possession. Brazil regain possession against the Super Falcons and trying to dominate and link 1-2 together. But Nigeria regaining. That is Deborah Abiodun on the ball there. Deborah holds on to the ball. She plays a trade in the American straight into the Nigerian goalkeeper, and she will not find that hard to pick up. Chiamaka Nnadozie. who is currently the best goalkeeper in Africa. Holds onto the ball there for Nigeria and should be looking to set the tempo of the game back in place. 14 minutes gone in that encounter. Is the first game for Nigeria and Brazil at the 2024 Olympics. The first game in that group ended in favor of Spain, who got a victory over Japan in that encounter. Nigeria regaining possession is back in place. Brazil are coming all out right now and is on Demola and the Abiodun the Brown on the ball. They lost possession. Guinea couldn't get onto that ball and is out for a throw into Brazil.
Yeah, throwing to Brazil it is at this point in time. And Spain took that one home, 2-1 against Japan. So it looks more like, yeah.
I think we saw that victory for. I think Japan were also in
Yeah,
the same
yeah,
group
yeah.
with
It
Spain
was a slim
during the last
victory.
what's it called?
World
During the last
Cup,
World
yeah.
Cup, it was a slim victory.
Yeah.
And they were one of those teams that gave Spain a good run for their money in that
Yeah.
competition. But if there's one thing the Spanish have understood, both the male team and the female team is out to win
I think
even
they
when they're under
defeated
pressure.
the Spaniards in the group stage.
At the last
Was
World Cup,
is it the Spaniards? I remember Japan. Was it 4-0 against one prominent team? If I'm not mistaken. I think when I check that, I can always confirm that later, right there. So 15 minutes in that game between Nigeria and Brazil is the Paris Olympics, the French Olympics, right there. And it's been lightening up. Controversies are beginning to come into play, but we hope this game won't be seen for controversy. The Nigerian captain is running down the right into the box, dribbles into the box, and the cross. And
Well, that should be
Woo!
going to the back of the net. Nigeria should be scoring that. And what a chance there for the number 17 for the Super Falcons. And she should be scoring there.
She should be
had
scoring
no
there.
shot there again. As Nigeria were coming close, looking for that first goal. But that should have been a goal for Nigeria there. What a chance for the Super Falcons. They couldn't put that into the back of the net. Look at the build-up play from Rashidat Ajibade. She has really been a thorn in the flesh for the Brazilians in this encounter.
Yeah, she has really been a thorn in flesh for the Brazilians. Look at that attempt at goal. And the goalkeeper had to react fast. So, a corner kick to Nigeria this time. Tony Payne, standing next to this one. And we'll take this one, and she takes it short, straight out, it gets a return pass, and the cross into the box.
Point blank header. And again, that is Dumei. But she will be putting that into the back of the net after missing that one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And for the second time, Dumei coming close for the Super Falcons. She should be putting this header down, for Christ's sake. This is the second time. Don't choose a defender, though. You can give it out as a one miss, but an header for a defender, you would expect a defender doing better there. Look at this run from Rashidat Ajibade getting into the box. Dumei was actually free there. Teed up, pull this into the back of the net, for Christ's sake.
My goodness.
No,
Did she
that's a
not
very big
convert
miss.
that?
Wow.
That's not the main. That's the number 17 right there.
Number 17 for Super Falcons.
Yes, for Super Falcons.
All right, wherever you are watching us from, this is Premier Sport Fan Center. If you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe to our station. And also remember to send in your comments. Also remember to like and tell your friends about Premier Sport Fan Center. This is Nigeria versus Brazil. Yeah, and for our today's prediction. Well, we are not going to predict today, but in the next match being played by an African country, that we predict and win. Yeah, but this one has no prediction and we predict and win. But the next match between when we are an African country we play, that we predict and win. But this Nigerian will not predict and win.
Okay, back in play is 18th minute. The Brazil goalkeeper there, Lorena Lete, who was receiving medical attention, but she's back on her feet right now and ready to go in this encounter between Nigeria and Brazil. 18 minutes gone in that game. Both teams are still finding it hard to break each other at the back today. But Nigeria will come close, very close in this encounter. Twice they've actually scared the Brazilians, but they've not been able to utilize those chances, which is actually where they might be finding it hard if they are not putting the ball into the back of the net. Yes, okay.
Yeah, so goal kick to Brazil at this point in time, and taking shots, so Brazil survived that scare right there, and it's still stalemate right there in that stadium in France right there. So it's Nigeria 0, Brazil 0 in this 2024 Paris Olympics. Honestly, we can't wait for the competition to get into its point in time. You can see the coach of the Brazilians telling them to calm down, to try to settle into this one, and maybe they can actually fancy their chances. And a long pass forward into the box, and the Brazilian goalkeeper will take this one easily and tries to calm down his players so that they can actually settle into this
You
one.
know, but Brazil had to change their coach. This is not the coach that took him to the World Cup. You know, they brought in Ribas Elias. And probably looking at we're still young for us to begin to judge what he has actually brought to the Brazilian side. But during the World Cup, I saw there was not much bias. You know, the name, the participant, I mean, the way they play the football, their name is bigger than the way they play the football.
And that's a good chance for the Brazilians. Wow, Portillo couldn't convert that one. And hey, that was a golden chance. They should be converting that chance. Look at that cutting down the left. Put a cross into the box.
Ooh,
And
and that was so
free
close.
attempt at goal.
Yeah,
and,
you would have
missed that
expected
one.
Portinho to put that into the back of the net. Only God knows how that didn't go into the back of net. And I think Michel Alozie was actually easily beaten there by a Brazilian opponent in that encounter. The game is lighting up already. Both teams are already getting into the mojo of this game. And let's see, Brazil are coming out. I guess Nigeria wants a game, but they couldn't tee up the pass with a teammate there and back into the hands of Chiamaka Nadoze there. Nadoze holds onto the ball there for the Super Falcons of Nigeria Sporting at Jesse number 16 in this encounter. And the Nigerian goalkeeper is in no rush. It's the 22nd minute of this game. She still holds onto the ball and will be looking to drop that ball straight into her teammate. And she finds Okeke or Chidima Okeke there, who comes inward there for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Still holds onto the ball, finds Abiodun Deborah sends a long one to Alozie. Alozie couldn't tee up a teammate, and still Brazil who are back in possession against the Super Falcons.
Brazilian, I think, should be a bit better after receiving treatment right there on the field of play. So it's still new right there. Proceedings, nothing too big to talk about right there already in that encounter.
Nothing really much to talk about in this game, except those two big chances missed by Nigeria, and that chance that went straight into the hands of Brazil. This these are telling chances that these players should be putting into the back of the net. You expect professional some players to put that
Yeah,
into
to
the back of the
put
net.
back. Yeah, they need to be converting their chances because hey, football sometimes you see the opportunities early embers of the game and it doesn't come back sometimes. Sometimes you get so lucky, it will come back. So, uh, dead ball right there. The Brazilians will soon play attacking down the lefts, and you see the Brazilian attacking down the lefts with the ball running down the line. And cuts back into the middle. I said it across the field into the middle. And hey, the Brazilian is there with the ball. Set it up right hand. And hey, he's still in the box. But hey, it was closed down by that Nigerian defender. And that will be a corner kick for Brazil. And I think that's the first corner kick for
Yeah, that's
Brazil
actually
today.
going to be the first corner kick for Brazil in this account. And Nigeria have seen one corner kick already, and it was Tony Payne who just joined Everton from Sevilla in Spain. Should be playing a trade with the WSL team. Talking about Everton next season, so a lot of fans will actually have more viewing time to view or to see Tony Payne play for in the WSL. And it's going to be a corner kick to Brazil right now, and it's the Brazil number 8 will be taking this. Also went for a short one there, and Brazil will be teeing up there to see what make good use of that. They cross into the box there and easily cut out there by the Super Falcons, and that pick up shot there from the Brazilian, and the Super Falcons will be looking to eat out on the counter. A long shot there from the Brazilian, but eat straight into the save hands of Chiamaka Nadozie for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Both teams are going at it against each other right now.
And if there's one goalkeeper, you say when you keep them at the defense, you want to go back to sleep. One of them in female football right now, maybe in Africa, maybe in French female football, has to be Nadozie because she was, I think, one time goalkeeper of the season in the
In the French,
French
maybe.
league right there. So Nigerians, the Super Falcons are attacking with the ball, lost possession. The Brazilian will pounce on that, and hey, it's Brazil back in possession right now, trying to build up from defense into attack, trying to find time and space through the Nigerian setup to actually set a pass through and maybe get one over the Super Falcons
Straight
right
into
there.
the hands of the Brazil goalkeeper who finds a teammate in the fence. As will be looking to turn and transit from the fence into attack against the Super Falcons of Nigeria, and back into the hands of Antonio Silva there, who was onto the ball there, returns it to her teammate where she finds on the Silva, and the Silva on the ball comes inward there for Brazil, still holding onto the ball with a quick fit there, and comes inward into the Super Falcons and finds a teammate here, the number 8, and that's Yaya. And Yaya with a long one, and still Brazil in possession. Okay, being beaten there, a cross into the box there, but straight into the hands of the dependable Chiamaka there, and Chiamaka is going to hold out to that, and we can see the Brazilian fans, cheering their team up. I think they've been enjoying what they've seen from the girls in the last 27 minutes of this encounter. The time is fast ticking, but we're yet to see a goal in this encounter.
Yeah, yet to see the goal it is. And even despite the fact that there's no goal yet, you can see the
Yeah,
fans enjoying
yeah,
every
that's what you
bit
get
of it.
when you have teams like Nigeria and Brazil playing. The flair, you always get it in those games. The skill always be there. You always see, show bolting, and these are the fun. These are what we enjoy in the game of football. It's not really about. It's not just the goals alone. Yes, the goals is what really matters in a game of football, but it's also the entertainment they bring into the game, and that was a good chance for Brazil there, and they've been the one who are calling or getting closer to the box in this of the two teams in this encounter right now, and that will be a foul there against Brazil. And we have the first yellow card as the referee has gone into our pockets and dished out the first yellow card in this game, as Brazil who are in playing in their light lemon jersey and going straight into the books of the referee will be confirming the player who got that yellow card there in that encounter. But yes, and that is Yaya,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sporting the number 8 of Victoria Yaya, sporting the number 8 for Brazil, going straight into the books of the referee in the 27th minute. And it was Tony Payne who was brought down there again.
Yeah, it was a stamp on our left foot right there, and the referee saw that, and it's a long time coming from that tackle on the right back Aluzie,
Alozie.
and
And
the
even
other
Tony
tackle,
Payne, we
yeah,
saw a tackle again on Rashidat
Rashidat,
Ajibade in this
yeah.
encounter, which
So,
the referee didn't give. And onto this where the Brazilians have finally gotten a yellow card. And yeah, he's on the main. Will be taking this one for the Super Falcons. Blessing the main plays for Reims in the French league also. So she and what's it called? Chiamaka are actually playing in the comfort zone or in a stadium they are familiar
Yeah,
with.
with
And yes, the
yeah.
Super Falcons going all out. A player was brought down there, but the referee adjourned out to be a fair tackle there. And yes, OKK on the ball there, guiding the ball there, not wanting it to go out. And yes, still Super Falcons still trying, changing it, couldn't get onto that. And Brazil were coming out. The Super Falcons regaining possession, but the referee spotted an infringement, says it's going to be a free kick against Nigeria.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the other end, Germany versus Australia. Germany was made it one against Australia. That goal comes in at the 24th minute of the match. There's a goal scored by Hungary, assist from Green. Yeah, that is the result so far in the other encounter.
You know, I'm not really a big fan of having what's it called, Chiwedu starting up front. We saw that big chance she missed in this game. Azizat is on the bench. Yes, you'll have expected Azizat to convert that. And there's also McLean's, who I think had a very good season in the Russian female league, who I expect will be starting this game. And also on the bench, we also have what's it called, another good player who is always there to get Nigeria the goals during the qualifiers. Talking about Esther Okoronko.
Yeah.
That is another player we'll be expecting to come into this game as one of the joker for the Super Falcons in the second half, when these goals are really not coming. Not forget another striker on the bench, Ifeoma Onumonu. A good striker though, but not a striker you always expect a lot of goals for when it comes to playing for the Super Falcons. Some players are actually missing this competition. No big deal to having, just because the manager has just 18 slots for players. We have players like Gift Monday who couldn't make it to this competition. There's also Rashid, what's her name, Baba Sola, or what's her name, I remember her name, who's another good player you would have expected to be in this competition. But it's just 18 players. That's the number of players a team can actually bring to this competition.
Yeah, and you heard some of the old legs too complaining that
the likes of what's it called, Francisca Odega.
Yeah, complaining that they should have at least gotten a shot at this competition to say farewell. But,
It's not like fair, because you have just 18 slots, and when you are giving 2 spots to players you're not going to call up to play during the competition. We saw at the last World Cup with Desire Okparanoze couldn't get a lot of game time for the Super Falcons, and when she came up, and it was that game against what's it called, England, where she lost that decisive penalty for the Super Falcons. So just leave the room, just leave the room for the young girls. Some legends also gave them that opportunity to come straight into the Super Falcons. I've been watching Odega, if I don't mistake myself, from probably 2012. That's when I've been watching Odega. So it has been a long time coming. I think they have to now focus on other things.
Yeah, they need to focus on other things right there. Move on from the past right there, and look forward to the future. Look at that dribble. Okay,
I think what's it called? KK is actually going to be. She's looking more like the weakest link for the Super Falcons at defense right now, because the Brazilians, Alozie has got her own. Because the Brazilians are getting a lot of joy, going around the Nigerian fullbacks. So I think they need to come into this game for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. It's the 32nd minute in that encounter, and still 0-0 between Nigeria and Brazil in this one.
Yeah, still new right there. A Brazilian player is down and currently receiving treatment from that tackle from Okeke. Uchebe. Sorry. That was a sliding tackle.
That
was a clean tackle, but just caught one another there. So football is a contact game actually, just not the brutal ones. So the player is back on her feet, walking down the line. I think still needs some medical attention right there. So Nadozie still with the ball. It's going to be a goal kick to the Super Falcons of Nigeria right there. So 33rd minute of this encounter so far is Nigeria 0, Brazil 0.
So after that first rush of the Super Eagles against the Brazilians, 2 rush, since then we've not seen much of the Super Falcons again.
Yeah, it's just I think it's the mood of the game. It's swift, switch here and switch here, and you can't really say one team has been fully dominant. It's about taking advantage of your time when you have it in these kinds of encounter.
Okay, game restarted and it's Brazil. We are coming all out against the Super Falcons. A weak shot there that won't be threatening or disturbing the Nigerian
That's not.
goalkeeper.
I think that's a back pass. That's
Is
a
out for a
back
goal
pass.
kick and straight into the hands of Amaka Nadoze there. You'd have expected that that shot to have been a better one there from the beautiful leg of that beautiful Brazilian sporting the jersey number 40 for Brazil in this encounter. It's still 0-0 between Nigeria and Brazil in this one. Dumein returns it straight into the hands of the goalkeeper Chiamaka, who finds a right back there, and still Nigeria in possession. Returns it into the fence down. Abiodun Deborah finds Aloze with a long one trying to tee up a teammate here. Here is a chance for Nigeria to break out against Brazil. What would they make out of this here? And what would this be? A chance for Super Falcons of Nigeria, easily defended and sent out of that box there. And Rashida Tajibade, who has finally won Nigeria a throne. And she has been like the live wire for the Super Falcons in this encounter.
And I think she needs support up front because she will run out if support doesn't arrive. Was trying to win a corner kick, but that defender was really smart. And the one thing is you cannot give up. You just have to keep trying till luck shines on you right there. So she will keep trying, and from that throw in, set it close to the box, and returns it back to Aloze, wins another throw in right there for the Super Falcons of Nigeria.
That is the beautiful Michelle Aloze there, one player the pride or the bride of almost all Nigerian men when it comes to female football. And yes, Michelle Aloze on the ball there, switches play and finds her teammates there. Still Nigerian possession. Is Rashida Tajibade on the ball there. Oh, but she chooses to go deep and finds her on Sinachi or Hale in the Nigerian defense. Yes, Nigeria coming all out back against the Brazilians there, and that is going to be adjourned as a foul there against Nigeria. Is Antonio Silva, who was brought down there by the Nigerian number 11 Jennifer Echegbini, who has moved from playing for with Juventus female team, where she won the Rookie of the Year for the last season, and next season she'll be playing with the PSG female team. Really big one for Jennifer there.
Yeah, big move right there. You know, a player for the future actually.
Sure.
And let's just see if you know, there's a pool of talent in this part of the world. That is, look at lack of communication. Two players going in for the same ball when one could have opened
might just
up.
be the one big chance for
And
Brazil. That should be the first goal. Yes, that is the first goal. It's Brazil, and who else will get that goal if not the legendary
And
Mata?
I think
It's Mata with the first goal. It does a counter. She has broken the deadlock for Brazil, and you always expect her to put that in the back of the net. The Super Falcons opened up the defense. What was that? Look at that.
that's
that should be an offside goal. Let's see. There's VR shot. There's VR at this competition. Let's see if VR will be coming straight to cancel that goal for Mata. Well, she controlled well and sent Nadose the wrong way. And there's a VR review on that. Let's see what VR will be making.
already said an offside.
The referee said an offside?
Yes.
Yeah, it's an offside. Yeah. So what's it called? Mata's celebration has been cut short, and the Super Falcons have one big scare already in this encounter, and they need to come back strong in this one. And it's Brazil who have made the first substitution in this game. I think they've been forced into making a substitution already.
Said that number 6 couldn't continue. That's why they had to make that substitution.
Yeah, it's Yasmin who has been brought in or thrown into this encounter by the Brazil manager in this game. Talking about Arthur Elias, who is the manager for the Brazilians. As Brazil has put the first goal into the back of the net, but that was rightly cancelled by VR, and a chance for Brazil again. And they're finding it. What a goal there! And what a hit! What a response back this time around. And this won't be cancelled. It's a goal for Brazil already in this encounter. 1-0 the lead against the Super Falcons of Nigeria.
Yeah, 1-0. Brazil leading, and deservedly so.
Yeah, deservedly. They are scoring. They scored their goal, and it's a deserved goal for the Brazilians.
Yeah, it's a deserved goal already. So the Brazilians are up. And look at that attempt.
Look at that hit. I was even expecting. Is that an offside? No,
that's
this time
not
around
an
that is not an offside.
I think it was okay.
She actually beats the offside trap
brought
this time
her
around.
in.
Wow. And Inandozie was actually.
Look
at that pass there from the legendary Mata there. And she set up her teammates here, talking about the number 18 for Brazil, who got out the Brazilian. That first goal in this encounter. There was nothing the Nigerian goalkeeper could do in that situation. It's Gabi Nunes who scored that first goal for Brazil.
Yeah, Gabi Nunes right there. Look at how happy she feels. And who can blame her? Her team is 1-0 up already in this encounter. So expectedly,
That's the difference. That's actually the difference. You know, Nigeria had two good chances to put the ball into the back of the net, but they were wasteful with those chances. They allowed Brazil come straight into this game, and the Brazilians, you know, this is just their second chance of going straight against Nigerian goalkeeper, and they're putting it into the back of the net. But there's still big minutes to come in this game as we are approaching the 38 minutes of this encounter, so there's still a lot of time to come into this one for Nigeria to get an equalizer. Will it be Brazil? Will be taking a famous victory over the Super Falcons of Nigeria, who they are currently leading 2-0 when it comes to defeating Nigeria at any female footballing competition. A chance for Brazil, and that is going to go out for a corner kick to the Brazilians in the 39th minute of this one.
yeah, so corner kick to the Brazilians at this point in time. And hey, Nigeria has gone one goal down already. Let's see if this won't be the second one, because hey, it just looked like the defense of the Super Falcons went to sleep.
Yeah, they actually went to sleep there. There's no other adjective to qualify that.
Yeah.
They went to sleep in that situation there, and there's going to be another corner kick for Brazil with a spirit chance for them to double their lead in this encounter. Talking about that beautiful assist from Mata. It's all boys down to experience, because that was all I saw in that link up between Mata and the Brazil striker.
And I
who got,
still think it
goal.
was Okeke who got the lines wrong. She found herself wanting.
You don't do that. You don't do that. Eh? Eh?
That's a
Okay.
dangerous one.
That's actually a dangerous one there from the Nigerian goalkeeper there, who had to
Look
parry
at
that into a dangerous situation. And still, Brazil leading 1-0 in this account. And that shot was from the number 13 for Brazil, talking about Yasmin, who was brought in by the manager. And she's already justifying why the manager trusted her. I think one big turn up for one big player who has really been letting Nigerians down in this encounter has to be the Nigerian striker. We've not really felt a presence in this encounter.
Yeah, we've not really seen what she could do, and I think there's a need for. I think the Talis lady up front, Oshala, to come into this one, because I think the Super Falcons need that presence up front, and I don't know why the coach has been tilting towards starting her from the bench.
Yeah, I think it worked. It worked some magic for them during the Female World Cup, and I think when you look at what's it called, injury situations, fitness situations, I think Rashidat is not really like the Rashidat of about 5 or 10 years ago, where she was the go-to player for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. But let's see, she can always come into this game and change up the course of the tide for the Super Falcons. And here is Nigeria still coming all out, so breaking out there. And here's the chance for them to run straight against the Brazilians there. The number 15 for the Super Falcons going straight. Rashidat Ajibade on the ball, they lost possession, and still Nigerian possession. Tony Payne with a shot there, but that will be causing any pain for the Brazilians there, as it went off for a goal kick.
Yeah, goal kick to Brazil at this point in time. That was a good attempt from Tony Payne. But hey, she couldn't drive her attempt on goal right there. Well, she was really ambitious from that position. And maybe some other time she could get it right. Who says she cannot be lucky some other time right there. So, goal kick to Brazil at this point in time. They are leading 1-0. They can actually relax and trying to just to make extend their lead in this encounter.
I guess the 42nd minute of that encounter, and looking at statistics, is Brazil are enjoying the better share of ball possession, 55%, while Nigeria reduced to 45% of ball possession in this encounter. Two big chances for the Super Falcons, one big chance for the Brazilians, and this one Brazil has seen more shots in this game, 9 total shots, and 3 total shots for the Super Falcons in this encounter, in a game where they are currently trailing the Brazilians 1-0. It's the 42nd minute of this encounter. 3 minutes to go in first half, and 3 minutes for the Super Falcons to come back into this one. And that was a long throw there from Michel Alozie, but eluded the Nigerian player who was destined for the ball there. Still Nigeria riding from the wing there. Rashidat Ajibade with the ball there, and she'll be winning Nigeria a corner kick in that situation.
Yeah, she has won the Super Falcons the corner kick right there, and she has been overworked.
Well, she has actually been overworking for Nigerians in this one. She has been the player, the go-to player for the Super Falcons whenever they want to drive an attack. She has been the life wire for them. But that final touch has been what has let the Super Falcons down in this first half. And yes, another corner kick for Nigeria. It's Tony Payne. The Evertonian will be taking this corner kick for the Super Eagles. The former US under 20 national player there and sends that into the box. But that was a weak header there from Rashidat Ajibade, who currently plays for Atletico de Madrid, and it's going to be a goal kick to Brazil in the 43rd minute of this encounter. I'm very sure the players on the pitch, the 22 players on the pitch, will actually be waiting for that 2 minutes to come up so that they can have a needed break at the end of halftime.
Yeah, needed break they will need, but the Brazilians will be happy going down the tunnel if it stays like this for the first half, because they are leading in this one and they are leading comfortably right there. Sends a long ball forward for that striker to chase, but Nadozie was there to do the proper clearance at that point in time. Header into the middle, and Rashidat gets that one, drops it for Alozie. Alozie still with the ball, set it up for the run of our teammate going forward. Alozie gets it back and running down the line, and they cross into the box, but there was no one there to actually pounce on that one.
See this girl.
And I think the number 17 has been off in this
I
encounter
said that
so
already.
far.
She has been off in this game. Yeah.
And Abiodun too has been present in many
Yeah,
of these tackles.
Abiodun is actually a go-to player when it comes to the midfield for Nigeria, but she hasn't even given me the kind of vibe, when we play on the African continent. She has to come out fearless against those Brazilians to dominate play in the midfield, and these are the kind of the situations you miss the presence of Alimatu Aji Ainde in the Super Falcons. Unfortunately, she was out injured some days to the Olympics, and that was why Ifeoma Numonu is now in the Super Falcons team to this Olympics. Some players are actually missing. Some players who would have expected, to start for the Super Falcons. But I think of the 18 players who came to this competition are also quality players who can get at least a knockout job done for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. One thing should be known when it comes to the Olympics. Yes, Brazil might have not won an Olympics, but they've always qualified for the knockout stages of the Olympics. So it's actually going to be a tough ride for the Super Falcons of Nigeria in this one, where they're currently trading 1-0 against the Brazilian. That is a big foul there, and the referee is calling the Nigerian number 17. I'm talking about the striker who we've not really seen in this encounter, Chinwendu Iezio, who went straight into that tackle, and that will likely be a free kick or a yellow card to the Nigerian striker there.
Yeah, I think it was a warning.
That is the confirmation of the added time, and 7 minutes additional time, no thanks to that VR check on that offside goal. So we'll be having 7 more minutes to play at the end of this first half.
Yeah, 7 more minutes, players getting up injured. And
it's female football.
Yeah, look at that.
I think of this goal is actually that pass from Mata. That team pass from Mata is actually a brilliant one. So when you're playing against, when you have the likes of Mata in the midfield, I don't know why you actually keep it, offside.
No,
offside.
it was Okeke that lost the line. The lady was ahead of the other line, but Okeke brought her into it, and that was why the goal stands. So attacking down the left and across into the box from the Brazilian, and a big chance again. And that was an all-important block.
I can see the Brazilians asking for a penalty there.
Yeah, so you can see the Brazilian player saying, "Hey, it should be a penalty," but the referee says no. It's going to be a corner kick to the Brazilians right there. So corner kick to Brazil at this point in time. 2nd minute of additional time already. They would like to waste as much time as they could. That's the ball from the leg to the hand right there. You can't. They know the rules. Why are they trying to be tricky like this? It's from the body to the hand. So it was not as if it was direct to the hand right there. So corner kick to Brazil at this point in time. The two players having a discussion right there on what to do with this chance right there.
Okay, that's what they'll be making out of this corner kick for Brazil. We can see VR still talking to the referee there, who's waiting for confirmation to see if that was actually a penalty, or should it have been a corner, or should it continue stays as a corner kick for Brazil this counter. Let's see what the decisions will be. She's still waiting for to hear what VR will be deciding. I'm very sure the Super Falcons players were praying that should just be a corner kick.
I think based on that replay, anywhere in the world it should be a corner kick.
Okay, you can hear that from Yamite anywhere in the world. That should be a corner kick. And the players are still on the pitch waiting for the referee to make a decision. The referee is from South Korea, Kim Yoo-jeon. That is the center referee in this encounter. What will VAR decision be? Will it be a penalty or will it be a corner kick? Only time will tell.
Yeah, only time will tell right there. It's been a long 1 minute, going to 2 minutes now for the Super Falcons. Who are looking at it that are they going to consider another penalty after going down 1-0 in that encounter? Look at that attempt. Go to the leg before the hand.
But normally, is it not supposed to be a penalty?
No, that should be a
Yeah.
corner kick. The
That's
first
it.
contact.
The first contact was to the
is
body.
was the size. I
So,
think what my biggest letdown in this competition has really been the how the officiating, how much time they waste, making decisions. I think let's see the
they
referee.
need to come
Well, you
and
should go to
learn
the
from
VAR instead of
AFCON.
wasting all the time. Should go
Yeah,
and
they've
check
not
the
called
VAR.
that. They've not called that to go to
They've
the
not
VAR.
called her to go
And
to the VAR.
that was why so much time was.
It's a corner kick.
That was why so much time was added in the.
There was too much time wasting on
Mm.
this. Even I was seated there, I can see it that this is a corner kick. I don't know why they had to waste time more than they should. So
Yeah,
corner
rightly
kick
given
to the
already.
Brazilians. Already in the 4th minute of additional, and I think now this additional time we now have another additional time. And hey, that's a good chance. But the boy Abiodun cleared that one off the lines. And hey, the Nigerians are running at the Brazilians. And that long pass, Nadoze will grab that one fast and grabs it easily right there. So Nadoze still with the ball. I think saying something to the Brazilian player, you better check it. I play protecting myself right there. So Abiodun with the ball, controls the ball in the middle, set it to Okeke. Okeke will play this one forward for our teammates right there who lost possession in a dangerous area. The Super Falcons now finding it very hard to build up play at this point in time.
Okay, yeah, that has been the case of this encounter. The Super Falcons finding it hard to build up play against the Brazilians, who have grown comfortable in this encounter against Nigeria. Nigeria started on the better side, but I think their wing is actually been cut down there by the Brazilians. Another wasted effort there from the Super Falcons, and it's Brazil who are transiting from defense to attack against Nigeria right now. It's going to go out for a throw into the Super Falcons of Nigeria. And yes, the Nigerian beautiful Michel Alozie will be taking that throw in for Nigeria. It's the 6th minute of 7 minutes additional time. And yes, Nigeria stay in possession, looking for that unneeded equalizer in this first half.
Yeah, looking for it is the needed equalizer, because for them to take out 3 points, they need to come back into this one first. If they are not going to return from the Olympics the way they came right there. So the throw-in was taken. Brazil back in possession. Oh, the Super Falcons back again in possession. We return it back to Nadozie. It seems since that golden chance, the Super Falcons has not really created.
Yeah, those
any
are
other
questionable
thing.
chances missed by the Super Falcons, at least in the early stages of this game. The main and what's it called, and the striker Chiwendu there, they'll go back to that at halftime and feel like yes, they've actually let their teammates down. Because if those chances has been utilized and turned into a goal, we won't be in this situation of a go down against the Brazilian. Yes, a rare opportunity for the Super Falcons, and yeah, it's Rashida Tajibada with a cross into the box there. That was easily defended there by the Brazilians. There was no Nigerian player there to meet up to that. And yeah, Tony Payne chasing down the Brazilians there. All the Brazilians are looking to come all out and get that little second goal to turn this contest into a no contest.
No context right there. So Brazilians will try to add more goal cushion to what they have on ground if they can in this first
I don't know
half,
why
and that
Okeke is
first
looking
half.
like the weak link already.
Yeah, looking like she brought in that line for that goal. Looks like she's not really and that cross into the box, and Mata couldn't tee up her teammates right there. And 7 minutes expended already, but I think the referee
Yeah,
will
now
most
Mata back
likely
in
add
that.
to
Mata
this.
is now looking like a real Mata. With that one sleeves up.
Yeah.
I think football is
Typical
actually
Mata.
going to miss her when she finally retires.
And she's going to retire anytime,
Yeah,
from,
anytime
now,
from now.
because as a lady, maybe she will want to.
She's over 40 already, so she has been there.
39.
39, yeah, she has been there
so-
for a long time.
Yeah, she has really tried for the world of football right there. and so flexible and unique player.
Talking about Alozie has not been, accurate with her passes. If you look at it, 50% of the passes she's made in this encounter have been wrong passes.
I can't really. I won't agree with that 50%.
Honestly,
She made
50%,
some
if you
wrong.
actually, yeah.
She made some wrong
I'm
passes,
talking
but
of passes.
I don't
yeah.
think it's up to 50%.
Honestly, if you
Because
look at it.
now, when you put it into perspective,
mm.
you check the number of passes and you divide it.
Yo,
Most likely, her correct passes will be more like, because I've seen her make runs set to Rashidat, link up to Nepin,
look at that.
and that's a good chance for Mata in the box, and Mata will shoot goal kick to the Super Falcons right there. So you can see the fans cheering, enjoying every piece of this game that is offering on the field of play right there. So Nadozie will take this goal kick. She has considered one already, so she has kissed a clean sheet goodbye in this encounter already.
Yeah, there's no clean sheet for the Nigerian goalkeeper in this encounter. And yeah, still Brazil in possession against Nigeria there. Nigeria regaining possession. And we have gone past 8 minutes already into the 9th minute of 7 minutes additional time. No thanks to that time wasted while checking VR after Brazil. We're looking for that penalty. Yes, Nigeria breaking through right now. A chance for the Super Falcons to go up there. Down the left there. A chance for Nigeria finds themselves in the box there. And the shot there.
Oh,
But she could have done better there. She should be doing better there. She could have walked away. Talking about the Guinea. She could have walked away into the box. The beautiful Jennifer there. Bitter lady there. Or bitter man in that situation. And went for the collar. To top collar there. But couldn't get measurement right.
Yeah, it's just the angle. Couldn't get that left up corner, and I think
she should be picking up a man one on one. Because 1v1, Jennifer is actually a good player. That was one of what she can bring into the game. But we've not really seen that from her all game long. And it's halftime already in that game between Nigeria and Brazil. And it's Nigerians who are trailing 1-0. No thanks to that goal conceded by the Super Falcons, and it was Gabby who got that first goal for Brazil in this game. We can still the manager talking to that player there, and I think no, that's not Kike, that is Ohale. Yeah, I think he had to talk to her in that situation. It's after him Nigeria trailing 1-0 against Brazil. That is okay, yeah.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I think the striker should be off at halftime. And Okeke should be spoken to or substituted.
Yeah, she needs to come in big for Nigeria in this game, because she has, I think, maybe confidence level might just be what is happening to her in this game, because the Brazilians have actually find a lot of pleasure going through her wing.
To me, I think it's more or less like losing concentration. Especially that goal. When you are playing as a defender, when you see the team moving out, you follow it. Because the last man should be the center back, not the left back. So they were going out, and she was still caught up in it. And the player saw it. That's why she made that run. If she didn't see it, most likely she won't make that run, because she knows it will be an offside.
All right, let's quickly look at what actually transpired in the first half. We'll look at the stats of the first half, and gradually we'll begin to analyze what has actually happened. Here we have ball possession, 45% for Nigeria. 55 for Brazil. Goal attempt 6 for Nigeria, 7 for Brazil. Shot on goal 2 for Nigeria, 4 for Brazil. That was only 2 shots. Yeah, we saw from the Super Falcons. Then shot off goal 3 for Nigeria, 2 for Brazil. Corner kick 2 corner kick for Nigeria, 3 for Brazil. And goalkeeper save 3 for Anozie and 2 for the Brazilian. Then 1 yellow card for the Brazil, none for the Super Eagles. That is the start of the first half.
Oh, it's actually a fair game, no doubt. Both teams have gone up against each other, but I think experience has been on the side of Brazilians, and that is what has kept them going in this first half. But let's just hope the Super Falcons will be going to their bench in the second half, early stages of the second half, because if there's one manager that loves to keep it late, it has to be Randy Wardrum. He's never in a rush to make those early substitutions, but I think he needs that early substitution in the second half. Chiwedu is nowhere in this game. He needs to bring in, his go-to players who can get him the goals in the early stages of the second half, because they need an immediate response on coming up in the second half. Look at this chance in the first half there. Rashidat did everything for Chiwedu. A striker, a number 9 should be putting that into the back of the net.
That is a golden chance.
Golden chance.
How would you lose this kind of chance? Now they don't trust that much. That's why this lady is shooting outside. So these are in-game situation. When you feel that your striker, you're not really sure, you start shooting, and that will be limiting your chances at goal. Look at this beautiful cross.
All right, let's look at the lineup of the two sides. Yeah, for the Brazilian, we have Lorena Antonia, then Rafaela Souza, uh, Tatiana Tamires, Ludmila Yaya,
Yeah, yeah.
Duda Sampalo, then Mata. That is the one we know. Then the scorer of the goal, Gabi Nunes. That assist came from Mata. Mata Ungol was cancelled. Then we have Gabi Pontillo. That is the lineup of.
Well, good one, good starting lineup for Brazil in this encounter, and I think the biggest name has to be the one and only Mata. At the age of 39, is still keeping up strong against the Super Falcons of Nigeria. And she hasn't really looked absent in this encounter. Defensively, they've done very well after those early scares against the Super Falcons, but I think they found themselves to be formidable against the Nigerians after those two big chances missed by the Super Falcons, and that has really been the defining moment for the Super Falcons in this game against Brazil. Not scoring those two goals, and Brazil having just two or three chances, and finding a way to put one into the back of the net. That has just been the difference between both teams. But away from that goal, I think it has really been a fair game between Nigeria and Brazil.
All right, it has really been a fair game. Let's look at the Nigerian lineup where we have Nadozi as a goalkeeper, Alioze, Demilen, then Ohale, Okeke, Deborah Biodun, Uchebe, Oyedupe Payne, Echejine, Ajibade, then Ihelzo. So that's the lineup for Nigeria.
Yeah, I think it's a good lineup for Super Falcons of Nigeria, but fortunately we are not playing on African territory right now. We are playing against one of the world powerful nation, and that is Brazil. Chiwendu and Dimeyi will actually look at themselves at halftime and blame themselves for not getting Nigeria two goals ahead in this encounter. But that was actually a beautiful take there from that player Gabi Nunes. Even the goalkeeper was caught unaware there for that thunderous shot there from the Brazil striker there. But I think there's still big hope to come in the second half, because when you look at overall play, I think the Super Falcons have actually been one of them. They've actually been there against these Brazilians. They've not let themselves down. They've not played like a second fiddle to the Brazilians in this encounter. So coming into the second half, I think they can actually bring in response. That's a typical striker goal. That was what you'll have expected from Chiwendu in this game, but we've not gotten from the Nigerian striker in this encounter. So I think my first substitution in this game will have to be Chiwendu going out for either of Esther Okoronko or Rashidat Ajibade coming in the second half. And there's also McLean's, who is actually another good striker who you'll be expecting to come into this game when it's actually looking hard for the Super Falcons to get a goal. One player I really want to see more of a presence in this game has to be Deborah Abiodun. She has been doing a lot of defensive work duties for Nigeria in this game, so that has really limited how much she can join the attack for the Super Falcons, but she should be dominating play. I think the manager should actually look at going from this 4-2-3-1 formation to a more 4-3-3 balanced formation coming into the second half. That will actually look more balanced against those Brazilians who are coming into this game with 4-4-2.
All right, let's look at the bench for the two sides. Yeah, Adriana that's from Brazil. Adriana, Jennifer, Caroline, Taina, Tessis, then Victoria, then Yasmin was actually introduced into the game in the early members of the first half. That is in the let me confirm that. Yeah, in the 36.
It was Yasmin was brought in.
Yeah, 36 minutes. That's Yasmin was brought in. Then Temeres was taken off the pitch. So I think there's no name in the bench for the Brazilians so far. So let's look at the Nigerian side where we have Kanu, McLean's, Okoronkwo, Oluehi, Onomunu, Oshiola, and Payne at the bench for Super.
I think Oshuala should be asked to come up because it's very, very important, because the Super Falcon are 1-0 down, and they need somebody that can actually look like the leader figure up front. Rashidat is being stressed. So the concentration of the Brazilian defenders are much towards trying to silence her. So if there is another body up front that can actually reduce the pressure on her, and I think that number 17 not doing what she should be doing. Chiwendu should be out. Then bring Oshuala. She's fresh, and she would have read the game from the bench, from her experience. So at least she can bring something positive into the setup.
All right. Talking about the Super Falcons, this is the fourth Olympic they'll be playing in history of Olympics. And out of the 9 matches, they only got one win. Out of the 9 matches played so far, that's not a good one for the African giant.
Yeah, there's you can't run faster than your shadow. You just have to make do with what reality has told you, because the reality is looking at the Olympics, even the preparations of the team Nigeria. How good has it been? So we have to be realistic with it. I think that's their best. You can't do more than yourself. So part time they need to be, because one thing about facing the reality first is when you accept where you are, then you are ready to go to the next stage, because you know that this is where I am. Then you look at it that okay, I need to do this to add to where I am to get to where I want to be. So losing 8 of 9 is a terrible record to have, but I think they can improve, and it starts from this.
Okay, Shegun, looking at the back line of the Super Falcons, with Okeke, Ohale, Demeyi, and Alozie, and at the point there was a little bit of confusion, who to go, who not to go, and the Brazilian took opportunity of that. But do you see the solidity in the defense of the Super?
Yeah, they've actually been top. The centre back pairing of what's it called of Oale and Demeyi has been top notch in this game. I think where I've really felt left now has to be the what's it called, the fullbacks of KK and Michel Alozie. They've not really done themselves good names in this account. They need to come big in this game, especially Chidinma or KK, who I think maybe our confidence level is really low in this account, going against the Brazilians in this game. So I think looking at the defense, I think I'll rate them 6 over 10 in the first half. But Okeke needs to come into this game for Nigeria. When you look at it, even when you look at it from our wing, the link-up play between Okeke and Jennifer Echegini is not happening. Echegini is so much wasted on the left. She hasn't gotten into this game. Unlike when you look at Michel Alozie, Christy, and Ajibade walking on that right wing for the Super Falcons. We've seen more of the Super Falcons, going through the right wing than them going through the left wing. And just that one time in this game, we saw Jennifer with the ball. Look at how much she actually beat a lady there for that collar she went for. That shows that there's much that from that lady if she can be gotten involved in this game. So I think they should try and make good use of that left wing also, not just flooding that right wing alone.
And even the number 9 has been isolated. I think one thing she needs to understand is when you're isolated up front, you draw into the middle. You sit deep, then you orchestrate to go to the front. You don't have to be the final goal scorer, but you just have to be part of the play. Because when you're isolated, the team is playing one man down, so you need to join the play.
What do you think Wardrobe should be doing at this point in time? Looking at this encounter so far, Ajibade is the man, is the best player on the pitch for Super Falcons right now, if you ask me, because she has been involved in most of the dangerous attacks so far for the Super Falcons. Do you think Wardrobe should be bringing in somebody to support that strength of the Super Falcons?
That's what I said earlier about Oshala. So that it won't be like Rashid that too overworked. So when you bring Oshala, a recognized name, the Brazilians know her. So the consciousness will be there that there's another dangerous player on the field of play. The same way the Super Falcons are wary of Mata, they will be wary of Oshala. So what I just don't understand is why the coach decided not to start her in this game, because this is the only game you can fancy your chances of getting 3 points. The others you just have to go and ramble for a draw, or maybe you get lucky. But this kinds of game, you can take the game to them and win it. Then you start with your best legs.
All right, Shegun, we've seen so far. What do you have to say about the creativeness of the midfield in this super?
Yeah, I think everything has really fallen into the hands of Tony Payne, who has really gotten involved in this game. I was talking about Ali Matu not being in this competition. That is why we've seen Deborah Abiodun doing more of defensive work than doing more of attacking work like you'd have expected. Yes, on a good day, Deborah is more like the Kante of the Super Falcons, trying to do more defensive and joining the attack more in a more box to box situation. But in this game, she has been one player who has trying to cage a matter in that midfield. So that has not really let us see attacking threats in this encounter. But when it comes to creativity, I think Tony Payne has done a bit good job for the Super Falcons. She did a good job for them in the first half. Not a fantastic job done by our standards.
All right, my time. First of all, what do you think is the strength of the Brazilian in this encounter against the Super Falcons?
I think one thing they've done, and they've done very well, is to maximize the defensive mistakes or the defensive inexperience of Okeke. They've really pounced on that left side of the defense for the Super Falcons. They've really been attacking all cylinders. So Okeke cannot afford to be the weak link. So she needs to up her game. And apart from that, the best form of defense to his attack, I think that's a substitution. The number 17 is out.
Yeah, finally she has been withdrawn, and it's the number 6 for the Super Falcons, Esther Okoronko, who has been thrown in by the manager. I think this is a first right substitution, because when it comes to Esther Okoronko, that is another player that can always get the Super Falcons the goals. But let's see what she'll be bringing into this game. I think she'll be combining very well with Jennifer right now, because I saw their combination in that game between Nigeria and Cameroon during those qualifiers, during the last set of qualifiers for the Olympics, and they actually combined very well. She's also comfortable with the ball on her feet. So let's see what she'll be bringing into this early stages.
But my question is, why not Oshoala?
Well, I think it does. Like I said about Oshoala, it has to be more of a fitness situation. Even when the Super Falcons plays on Africa, they've actually reduced much of the games she plays for the Super Falcons. She's not that strong Australia like we used to know. But at the point in this game, I always expect her to come into this encounter.
All right, in a moment from now, the second half will commence. So, what are your expectations in the second half?
I expect the Super Falcons to come out, play, try to score, show intent, and keep the Brazilians defending. And I expect them to rush the Brazilians early members of this first half. Second half, sorry. Rush them, try to get the first equalizing goal, then you build up from there.
All right, building up the start of second half, and it's Nigeria will kick start of the second half, and they'll be playing from right to left against the Brazilians, who are coming to attack from left to right against the Super Falcons. Okay, I guess a nemesis in this encounter, and a cross into the box there, and that's eluded all the Brazilians. Were still Brazil in play, and now back to that wing. Oh, Mitchell was easily beaten there, but had to thank Ohale for coming to our rescue there.
Yeah, I think that's Deborah
Abiodun who came to the rescue, and she's looking like I just hope that won't be a new injury for her.
I just hope that she can continue. That was I think
looks like a new collision there.
That was a good recovery from her.
Yeah. Is that new? Oh, I think she should be able to continue.
She will be able to continue. Yeah, she actually dodged that. It will have been more fertile than what we are seeing.
And look at how what's it called? Mitchell was easily beaten there.
It's like Mitchell is gradually getting heavier than we used to be.
That has to be one of it. She's actually getting heavier, and she has lost a bit of defensive strength here. And that was a big scare there in the Nigerian box there. Chance for Brazil to get a second goal. Ludman da Silva looking like the tormentor in chief in the second half. Look at the presence of a midfielder, a winger for that situation. Look at how much she's getting involved into the Nigerian box, and there's a bit of reaction there between Mata and Ohale there, both legendary players. You can see Chiamaka Nadoze. The referees with the ball right now. Let's see what is happening, what has really transpired there. The legendary Mata come to the referee, the referee from South Korea there. Let's see what the situation was that really warranted that beat up brow there between the players.
All right, wherever you are watching us from, this is Premier Sport Fan Center. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are watching for the first time, and if you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe. And also remember to like and comment in our comment section whatever your thoughts are on this encounter, Nigeria versus Brazil, and whatever your predictions are. You can also predict what you think will be the scoreline for the fun of it. Yeah.
So game on in that encounter, long ball forward, and Nigeria back in possession. the boy Abiodun with the ball who set up the run of Mitchell Alozie down the right with a cross into the box, into a dangerous area, and the shot was blocked by that Brazilian. Yeah, it was a weak shot. The man with the ball right now, and we'll link up with Okeke. Okeke with the ball, who will find a teammate.
What's this from Okeke? And you can see the disappointment on the face of Guinea there. She was expecting better from Okeke.
Yeah,
she was not under pressure, and she just invited that pressure onto herself in that situation. Oh,
but do you think there is an alternative for Okeke right
of
now?
course there will be alternative.
Let me see it on the bench. I don't really think there's not. Okay, there's Nicole Payne on the bench. That's the younger sister of Tony Payne. She's a right back, but she can also play comfortably on the left back. So I think Nicole might just be the go-to player if Nigeria needs to make that substitution. I'm taking out Okeke in the second.
Is that not the wing Plumte used to play?
Oh,
Plumte.
Plumte to play. Yes, but she's out injured.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's recovering from a long ACL injury, so she's also injured. She was even thinking she'll be able to go straight into the Olympics, but fortunately, I think there was a relapse during her coming back, so she was unable. She wasn't fit for this Olympics game.
So goal kick right there by the Nigerian goalkeeper, and Nigeria back in possession. With link up with our teammate at the back, who will find Alozie down the right, who will play in Rashidat, who lost possession right there, and we give away a free kick to the Brazilians at this point in time. So 58 minutes of action, Brazil still leading 1-0.
The player brought down there was Yasmin there by Rashidat Ajibade, and it's going to be a free kick to Brazil in the 50th minute of the second half. 5 minutes gone in the second half, and yes, Brazil will be restarting play in the second half there from that free kick. Tamires on the ball there for Brazil. What we should make out of that? Go straight for a long one. Short one, returns it back to a goalkeeper there, Lorena Leite, who holds onto the ball there, returns it back to a teammate in defense there, Rafaela. And Rafaela finds Lima there. Lima comes straight for Brazil, gangling up there and chasing off the attack from Esther Okoroko, and back to the goalkeeper there, Leite. And later straight into the hands of Rafaela. Rafaela comes straight for Brazil, straight into the Nigerian box. A chance for Brazil, but all rushing. Chiamaka Nadoze to the rescue for the Super Falcons there. And it's going to be a throw-in for Nigeria.
Yeah, so it's a long ball forward, I think will be by Nadoze. Yeah, puts it down and sets it long one forward, straight into the other half, and headed down, but the Brazilian couldn't keep it in play. So it's Nigeria who has a throw-in at this point in time. Okeke with the ball, and we want to fancy creating something sweet from this attempt right there.
Yeah, throwing quickly taken by the Super Falcons, and building up again right now. It is the Super Falcons. Ajibade has 2 men on him. He went through in between them, and he has the third one, but there was so much speed, he couldn't control her pace, and he lost that.
Actually let her down. It's going to be a throw into Brazil in the 51st minute of the second half. Still Brazil leading 1-0 in the second half. That was a good run there from the Nigerian captain there, but couldn't hold on to that possession, and finally gave out that possession to Brazil. Tamires coming straight for Brazil in the situation right now, sends one long into the hands of the teammate there. Yes, Brazil coming out to attack against Nigeria. Returns it back to Tamires in defense for Brazil there. What would they make out of that? Returns it. Still Brazil who are looking comfortable, and Nigeria waiting to pick out the Brazilians in the second half. A chance for Brazil to go straight. Matati up a teammate there. It might just be a chance for Brazil number 18 in that situation. Gabby Nunes will cross into the box there, and Gordon gets our teammates involved in that situation, and that is the first goal scorer in the second half with that last touch. I think that was Nadoze with a big save for the Super Falcons.
Yeah, that's a big save, and I think Tamires was the lady substituted in the first half right there.
Okay, Tamires has been substituted in the first half. Yeah, she went out for Yasmin.
Yeah, for Yasmin.
Was a stamp on the hand of her.
Yeah, I think that was a rash tackle from that player right there. So it will be a free kick to the Super Falcon right there.
Okay, that was a goal kick for Super Falcons, yes. and that was easily taken there by the Nigerian goalkeeper Nadozie. Yes, Nigeria attacking and defending against Brazil right now. What they make out of this? Sends a long one, but easily deflected and caught out there by the Brazilians as they look to attack against Nigeria right now. The number 18 for Brazil has really been one thorn in the flesh for the Super Falcons in this one.
And one thing you have to give it to Abiodun, looking like the female version of Kante.
I say that
almost
She's
everywhere.
just the female version of Kante for the Nigerian team, all everywhere for her. I think she has been doing more of defensive work. Defensive work rate has been more than her joining the attack for the Super Falcons, and that has to be questioned. That's where we question Christy Uchebe. What has she been doing? Working alongside Deborah in the midfield. Yes, Nigeria breaking out against Brazil right now. That is Okoronkwo, who tees up a teammate there.
A short
pass to Rashidat, who couldn't hold on to the play, and it balls back into the hands of Leite. The goalkeeper for Brazil, who tees up a teammate right there on the right wing there for in this account. What they make out of this, it look to attack against Nigeria, sets one into the midfield, but Abiodun is everywhere with a die there.
Yeah, everywhere, running at every balls. And
but the way the Brazilians are walking through this offside down trap, ooh, that was a good one from Okeke.
Yeah, it's an offside.
Finally offside.
Look at it. All the Brazilian passes to the right wing. They've seen the weakness of that left back, and they have been hammering on it and creating a lot of
I think the issue is Nigerian keeping offside.
Now you see, Okeke had to run out. Kept losing concentration. You always watch your last man. That's one thing.
Well, I'm not a big fan of keeping offside. Offside.
No, many of the time it's not about keeping the offside. It's about keeping the line. It's about you not being the one behind the line. So it's not really about keeping that offside. It's about keeping that line. And once they get close to the center circle, they know that it is risky to play high line.
The man on the ball finds Ohale on the ball there for the Super Falcons of Nigeria, and comes inward into midfield where she finds a teammate there and easily turned there by Uchebe there. Uchebe tries to tee up Guinea, but that pass was easily cut out there by the Brazilians, who will be attacking against the Super Falcons right now, and Nigeria cut that out, and it's going to be a throw-in to Brazil. Uchebe should be doing better with that pass.
She should be doing better right there. And I think after that beautiful turn, you could at least put more energy in that one, or give the nearest man to you, and it would have been a better one. But the Brazilians resumed play with a throwing that was won quickly by Deborah Abiodun, who had a fast one on Mata right there. But the referee says free kick to Nigeria at the 56th minute of that encounter. That tackle on
and you can see now Echegini is now getting involved in this game. That was Echegini was brought down there. Oh no, that was Okoronkwo. Okoronkwo was brought down there, and you can see the involvement of the striker now. That was what was missing from Chiwendu in the first half. You have to get deep, come out of your comfort zone. It is actually hard for you to get the ball, and that is what Okoronkwo has brought into the second half. Joining the Nigerian midfield to win.
That's Tamirez.
Yes, that's Tamirez. Oh, she went out injured in the first half. Wow.
So the referee says the free kick the Super Falcons took should be retaken, and they'll send the what's the idea?
Okay, will surely go for a long one. She will keep it safe.
Is that okay? That's the main.
The main, straight back into the hands of Nadozie, the Nigerian goalkeeper. Nadozie on the ball there, and still holding onto the ball comfortably there for the Super. Takes a long one, tries to time the runnings of the Super Falcons there. And yes, Nigeria in possession, lost possession. It looks like Echegini and Rashidat has actually switched positions wings, in the second half.
Yeah, so 57 minutes of action already. 1-0 it is in favor of Brazil so far. Will it end like this, or will there be more goals? You stick with us because we are here to give you every full details as it is happening right there. So it's the Brazilians attacking down the red right now with that switch of a pass, and he's still keeping it in place, send it into the middle. A very good turn, and finds it down the left again, and it's still the Brazilians trying to find time and space to penetrate through this setup of the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Will they open up to concede another goal? Only time will tell right there.
Yes, later on the ball there, returns it to our teammates in midfield. There is Brazil coming all out there. Lima on the ball there, comes inward for the against the Super Falcons, returns it to Lete, the goalkeeper, and Lete on the ball there finds a teammate, Rafaela with the ball there for Brazil. What will she make? Takes a long one, tees up that same right position against the Super Falcons of Nigeria, and tries to tee up Gabby there. But Gabby will be getting onto the ball there, and it's going to be a throwing to the Super Falcons of Nigeria.
Yeah, throwing to the Super Falcons of Nigeria. And I think Okeke has been seen as a weak link.
Yeah, because every boy is going to that
pressure.
position. Everybody wants to hammer against straight it against Okeke. But I think we can actually make good of that. Maybe probably Abiodun should be teeing up to double up on that wing to help Okeke out in that situation.
Yeah, so throwing right now, I think that's to the Brazilians.
Is it to Brazil? Let's see. Oh, should be a train to Nigeria.
To Super Eagles. That should be train to Super Eagles.
Oh, to the Brazilians here.
Brazil.
I guess Brazil were throwing in the 58 minutes, not 78 minutes, 58 minutes of this encounter, and still Brazil leading comfortably against the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Still looking for that second goal chance for Brazil, but that shot was always rising, and it's going to go out for a goal kick to Nigeria. That's Yasmin with that shot. Yes, Yasmin was the one who replaced Tamirez in that first half substitution for the Brazilians in this encounter. It's going to be a goal kick to the Super Falcons. It's 59 minutes gone in this encounter already, and Nigeria needing a big response against these Brazilians. Yeah,
we do respond. Nadozie sends that goal kick forward into the center of the middle, and the Super Falcons are back in possession right there.
Uchebe.
And Uchebe lost possession in the middle.
She should have left that for it
looks like more like this. As if they didn't do a lot of things in training. Right there. That's how it looks to me. Mata still orchestrating all the midfield movement right there. Sent it straight to that left back that came in for Tamirez. Jasmine right there with the ball now. We will take the throw in for the Brazilians at this point in time. Still Brazil leading 1-0, and a cross into the ball. Hey, went for the woodwork. And my goodness,
that would have caught Nadozie unaware there.
Unaware.
Because she would just escort that ball into the box. Into the net, sorry.
Wow. So
it's just a wow moment there.
Look at that cross.
Teasing ball there. What was she taking? God.
Wow.
She was out of her line.
No, that caught her unaware. She wasn't expecting that to be going straight for the box, for the net.
Yeah, and I think she should be more careful.
Yeah, lucky one for the Super Falcons there, as that was a big scare, and that actually ate on the woodwork, and that is the reason why this game is still 1-0. 60 minutes gone in this game after 1 hour of football at the Olympics on Paris 2024. Is Nigeria trailing 1-0 against the Brazilians in this account, and Nigeria back in possession, and it's Ohale on the ball there, and the referee says no, that is going to be a free kick after spotting that infringement against the Brazil number 10 Mata there, and Brazil has a free kick in the 61st minute of this encounter.
Yeah, you just have to give it to Mata. 60 minutes already for a player of her age. I think you have to give her a lot of credit. A lot of effort has to go into dieting and all those things. And at this stage of her career, still keeping it up and tight in the middle at this age is something to really applaud her for.
Alright, wherever you're watching us from, this is Premier Sports Fan Center. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember also to send in your comment and to like our page. Remember, our Predict and Win will resume in our next show. So be on the alert when we come.
Yeah, time is taken as the 64th minute, 29 minutes to go in this encounter between Nigeria and Brazil. As Brazil has a free kick there, and it's Jasmine who is looking wickedly into the Nigerian box, a teasing ball into the balls there, and is they cut out there by the Super Falcons of Nigeria. But Brazil back in possession on their favorite right wing against the Super Falcons of Nigeria, and here is a Guinea regaining possession but lost possession almost immediately. A cross into the box for Brazil. It might just be a chance for Brazil to get their second goal. Easily defended there by the Nigerian, but still Brazil in check. Nigeria finally clears their line halfway there, and still Brazil are currently in possession. Returns play to the right wing there, a chance for them to go straight against the Nigerians, and finally they've won themselves a corner kick.
Yeah, corner kick it is. That's a well-timed clearance by the Nigerian player right there. The main reacting at the right time to actually save any blushes that might come from that attempt from the Brazilians.
And if you look at some of the clearance from the Super Falcons defense, some kind of weak clearance,
horrible clearance. That's
to nobody in particular. They just anywhere, those days, anywhere they left the ball.
We just have to call it with their horrible clearance. If these Brazilians are the Spaniards, my God.
Yasmin with the corner kick, and we can seal it all. Samira Lima, they're in the box. They're looking to get their heads onto that corner kick. Let's see if Yasmin will be throwing this into the box, and will it be leading to the second goal for the Brazilian? Cross into the Nigerian box from that corner kick. Is the defender, but still Brazil in possession of the ball. What would they make out of this? They hold on to it and returns it straight into the hands of the Yasmin. Yasmin with a cross into the box. A chance for Brazil to get a second goal. That is a side. That was side netting, and that is Lima there with that header.
Yeah. So side netting it is. So status quo still remain unchanged. Scoreline wise, Brazil still leading 1-0, and that's an offside. Really, I think the right call from the Lima right there.
Wow, that would have even gone into the net.
Yeah, it was a save. Yeah,
that was a good save from
not the but it's going to be a free kick to the Super Falcons.
Yeah, we can see Brazil are making two substitutions in this encounter, and one is the tormentor in chief in this game, Ludmila da Silva, who plays for Atletico Madrid, will be withdrawn by the manager in the 64th minute of this encounter. She should be a familiar face with the Nigerian captain Rashidat Ajibade. As the 61st minute, let's see, 62nd minute if I'm not mistaken, or 64th minute in this game, and it's Brazil. The player Ludma is not even in a rush to go out in this one. Yeah, taking that time, and one of that player will be coming in for Brazil is the number 11 for Brazil, Jennifer, who has been thrown into this encounter.
Yeah, Jennifer. I think more or less like for the Brazilian Atletico Madrid forward player. That was withdrawn. Looks so tired already, getting out. And I think it's just one thing that the Nigerian defenders should be more aware now, because it's not as if their number 9 is tired. This is a fresher leg, and this one can pounce on any loose ball from any clearance.
Wow. And we're talking about the other encounter. We see Germany wiping Australia 4-0. And we saw Australia at the World Cup. It's because they were the host. We saw them play beautiful football, but today Germany is 4-0 at the 72nd minute, and probably there's going to be more goals in this encounter.
Yes, football. You saw Japan at the last World Cup defeat Spain 4-0. So, and Spain still went ahead and won the competition. So things like that happen. So it's just football. It doesn't mean, but if it now start happening continuously, then that means there's fire on the mountain. So they will need to run. So game restarted, and Super Falcons attacking, and a long attempt forward. Looks more like a back pass to me, and the goalkeeper gets that one and gets it easily right there. So 66 minutes played already in this one. Brazil still leading 1-0. Enjoying fair share of almost everything on the field of play. Possession, scoreline, attempt at goal, and all those things. I think they've been the better side in this encounter so far.
Brazil have actually been the better side in this encounter. What is that?
A miraculous pass. Waiting for a miraculous player to pass on it.
Look at the execution. People right now
Kano and Onumonu coming thrown into this game, and also Tony Payne be withdrawn by the Nigerian manager. Let's see what those two players who were bringing into this encounter was looking more like an attacking substitution from the Super Falcons. You look at Uchenna Kanu. I think Uchenna Kanu too might just be another good player coming to attack for the Super Falcons.
It can be a substitution on the right direction for the Super Falcons, or maybe.
Well, they don't look threatening against these Brazilians. They don't look like it seems. They don't look like a team that actually wants to score a goal in this game. Okay, back in play here is Jennifer on the ball there for Brazil as they come out to attack against the Super Falcons of Nigeria. In this account, what will they make out of this? Still Brazil in possession against the Nigerian side. It's the 68th minute of this account. Time is ticking against the Super Falcons. They need a goal to come back in this one against Brazil. Brazil in possession, looking for that needed second goal in this account against Nigeria. And out, Yasmin couldn't get onto that. It's going to be a goal kick to the Super Falcons.
Yeah, goal kick to the Super Falcons. The Brazilians have actually seen that the Super Falcons has no bite in this encounter. And look at their defense. They've even reduced the number of defense. They're playing more of the midfield than defending in this encounter. Playing in the half of the Super Falcons. And let's see what the Super Falcons do with this new substitute. 2 strikers being introduced. Let's see what will come out of it.
Yeah, the 2 substitutions that came in, Onumono and Kanu right there. Will they be able to change the face of this game? Only time we tell, attacking down the left, it was Kanu is doing the first touch, letter out right there, and it's going to be a throw into the Brazilians. One thing that the Brazilians have successfully done is to keep the ball away from the Super Falcons. And when you have the ball, you limit the threat you face defensively.
Here's going to be a throw into Brazil as a restart play in the 70th minute of this encounter. And still Nigeria trailing 1-0 against Brazil. Yasmin on the ball there and sees up her teammates on the one of the two. Okay, this Gabi against Michel Alozie. 1-1 possession for the Super Falcons of Nigeria, and Ohale on the ball there for Nigeria. And she goes straight for the easiest option there. It's going to be a throw into Nigeria.
Yeah, so throw into Nigeria, 78th minute. And Alozie will send this long one forward. Okay. To a teammate right there, and hey,
God of Nazareth
lost possession again. Now looks more like the Brazilians are more than the Super Falcons on the middle of the right there. So
and they also look like the Super Falcons are trained to defend. Maybe get early goal and go defending, because all through it's like they
allowed Brazil to grow into this game.
Yeah.
That is where they came in, with a big one against Brazil. If those 2 chances has gone into that game, early stages of this encounter, probably it would have been a different ball game. But allowing Brazil to score and dominating play and dictating the flow and tempo of the game is actually a bad one for the Super Falcons. It's not like they are defending, but the attack, joining midfield and attack, has really been the biggest problem for them.
And one very, very not so good thing about it, you just considered a goal that offside ruled out.
You considered
and
one,
you considered another one almost immediately. That's a terrible thing to do.
Okay, throw it straight for Brazil there, and Isel Yasmin on the ball there, holds onto it and lost possession. Nigeria regaining possession against Brazil. Big turn there. What will they make out of these? Still played in the midfield and returns it back into the hands of Ohale for Nigeria. Ohale with a long one, teasing cross there, but Brazil regaining possession. Nigeria gets possession back, and the referee spotted an infringement. Allows plays to continue. Rasheedat Ajibade has been everywhere for Nigeria in this encounter, and they're finding it hard to make any meaningful attacking contact. Yes, might just be the chance for Nigeria. In Esther Okoronko lost possession and easily cut out there by the Brazilians in transition.
Yeah, so the Brazilians are back in possession, trying to get time and space off the ball. Look at that body movement that created the final space to actually cool down the tempo of the attack right there by the Brazilians. So it's game on in that encounter. Still 1-0 it is at the stadium at this point in time. So the Brazilians are still coasting up, sent a wrong pass right there, and this Rasheedat Ajibade will pounce on that into the box, and she shoots. Ooh. And the goalkeeper will save. Oh my God, the follow-up rebound was a terrible one.
That was actually a terrible one there.
I don't know why she was Uchebe. Why was she in a hurry? Look at the attempt. What was this?
That's what we call Lago.
My goodness.
But good shot there from Rasheedat, and good save there from the goalkeeper Lete there. And look at how many players she had on that there.
Yes. Wow. And look at that beautiful rebound that could have spelled
I don't know. There was no need for that rush from Uchebe there.
I think inexperience is really doing them a lot of harm. But there are some teams that are inexperienced.
Okay.
And
Okay.
my
Oh, look
Okay.
at that.
Okay.
It's-
Okay.
Ah, God.
Female football. That was a scary one, yeah. Scary moment for the Nigerians. Is this what they're going to play against Spain? Okay. Oh.
Look at that. It's I know the one-legged player.
That's
Because
not
you have to return
Alozie.
it.
Was that Alozie? That was
That's
sorry,
Nadozie,
Nadozie. You know, because you have to return that to her left. That one comfortably on the right, but you have to return that one. That period of returning to the what actually spoiled that moment.
the Brazilians are comfortably leading and actually trying to press forward to get that 2-goal cushion that they so desire. And it's a corner kick for the Brazilians at this point in time. Jasmine, will I say super sub or the first sub? The Brazilian coach was forced to make that substitution, and she has come in and really registered her presence on the field of play. She has made her presence felt, and the Brazilians are happy for it right there. So corner kick to Brazil at this point in time, 74th minute of action already, and about to take this corner kick. Can Jasmine do something spectacular, placing into the box, headed out? Still in a dangerous area, cleared to a dangerous area.
The biggest problem has been their clearance.
Their clearance has been terrible.
Oh, so terrible. Yeah, might just be a chance for a super. Oh, Kanu, why?
Oh,
So the
my
Super
goodness.
Falcons in possession of the ball. Where's this transition?
What is
God.
look at the
Oh, where's the
everybody who
transition?
lose the ball.
What is this?
The link-up play is so bad. Kanu. There was no link-up play. There was no link-up play.
You know,
Yeah, Zambia
I look at
substitution there.
the hold up play. When they hold the ball, they easily lost the ball. You know, their passes are not accurate. You know, I've said that before, and that's what we're seeing.
It's going to be a free kick to Brazil while we are awaiting the substitution, and it's Nigeria preparing another substitution in this encounter. And it's yeah, that's Nicole who has been brought in for OKK in this encounter. We would have expected the substitution to come in as early as the start of the second half. Let's see what Nicole Payne will be bringing into this encounter, but she won't be on the same pitch with her sister, her senior sister this time around, Tony Payne, who has been withdrawn in this encounter.
So goal kick to the Super Falcons of Nigeria, and as Shagun earlier said, the substitution went down. OKK has been out, who has been one of those players that has been the enemy within for the Super
Deborah.
Falcons.
After the dream, what did she make out of that?
Yeah, she sent it to her teammate, unlike some other teammates.
The pass is too much. The weight is too much.
Here we have a message from DN Saver. I say, what's the spread on the game? My money is on Brazil.
Wow. Yeah, your money can be on Brazil. It's about 14 more minutes to go in this one, as we're currently in the 76th minute, and Brazil has about 14 minutes. So I'm going against the Super Falcons of Nigeria for a famous third victory over the Nigerian girls, and they're still looking for their first victory over Brazil, not when Mata is still playing a game of football.
So Mata has been mattering the Nigerian ladies.
Right from time.
Okay, you want to add the
Right from time.
So throw it to the Super Falconers in a dangerous area. Nicole Payne with the ball. Can she do something? Sends it into the box, straight to the opponent.
Look at their own
You know,
clearance. Look at their own clearance.
The
Look at our
funny
own
part
clearance.
is
I'm always scared of our clearance
the
than when
funniest part
we even
is
want to clear.
they clear with their leg to the opponent. Now they are throwing the ball to the opponent. Yeah, honestly, really an appalling performance as far as I'm concerned. So it's game on in that encounter. It's the Brazilians.
Okay, so now Nico is playing as right back, and
Alozie.
Alozie is playing as a left back.
Yeah, I think she's more experienced to play that way. So offside against the Brazilian forward right there.
I'm only surprised Nigeria should get a late goal in this game. How about that? A late goal.
Yeah, you can always hope.
It's possible.
Be the hope for the hopeless in this situation. But That's really tight and.
But look
slim
at the
to
next two
it.
games. If we're not getting a point or a victory over Brazil, it's
At
really going
least
to be hard for
all
us to
these
get.
players are now Olympian.
Yeah, it's
At
really
least
going to be
that's
hard.
one
It's really
trophy
going to
for
be hard
them.
for us to get a victory over Japan or what's it called,
J-
Spain
J-
in this
Do
game.
you know that
This group.
Spain had to come back against Japan? It's going to be and one thing about the Japanese is they are very clinical,
And they are fast.
very fast,
Very fast.
very silky, and with a lot of loose balls.
Matter.
Honestly, I think they've getting into the Olympics.
Okay, 78 minutes in this account, 12 minutes to go. And that is Michel Alozie linking up with Nadozie, the Nigerian goalkeeper. Nadozie on the ball there. And what will she make out of this? She has to be in a hurry. She has to stand that up in the up this moment of this encounter. And it's looking like the Super Falcons are not in a rush.
They won't be in a rush because the ones she has sent forward in a rush has come back as an attack to her. So she has to
She
be
sends
very,
a long
very
one
careful.
into the defense of the Brazil. Lima clears for Brazil there. As Brazil coming all out against Nigeria. Gabi on the ball there, easily cut out there. Nigeria regaining possession and lost possession immediately to Brazil.
It is
Brazil
never
lost
losing.
possession to Nigeria. And it has been a change of losing possession between both teams in this encounter. And yes, still Nigeria on the ball there and brought down. The referee says no, it's not going to be a free kick. Yeah, finally gave that as a free kick. And it's Kanu who was brought down there. And it's a free kick to the Super Falcons of Nigeria in the 79th minute of this encounter.
Yeah, free kick to the Super Falcons at this point in time. Oh,
Both leg and elbow.
everything.
Wow. That was actually cleanly done there by D-Main.
Yeah.
If there's one
ve-
thing, slidings has actually been top notch.
Yeah, top tackler of the ball right there. And the referee says free kick against Nigeria. It's
Wow.
really surprising.
I thought that was going to be a free kick for Nigeria.
Honestly, it should be, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know why.
Looking at the time wasting in this game, I think probably will be seeing 12 minutes at the end of this encounter.
Maybe another 15 minutes. We just hope that the fans won't have to take over this one.
Just like the Morocco game.
Uh,
Okay, straight into the 79th minute as we're approaching the 80th minute, which will leave us with 10 minutes to go in regulation time. It's Brazil who are leading. Courtesy that first half goal from Gabi Nunes in the as they take that lead straight into the last 10 minutes of this game. One player who is still heavily involved in this game has to be Mata at the age of 39, still keeping it strong.
yeah, still keeping it strong. You have to give a lot of credit to the Brazilian who has been at the top level of the World Cup. But she of world female football, but she has not been able to win the World Cup.
Not
Yeah,
even
that
the
is-
Olympics. She's yet to win
Yeah,
an Olympic.
yeah,
Oh,
so-
good movement there. Yes, my just great
Rashidat.
chance for Super Falcons. What would they make out of this? A chance for Kanu. Beat her man there. And still has to how do we call it? Cody.
Yeah, bend back.
Yes, still Nigerian possession, attacking with a rare opportunity against Brazil. What would they make out of this there? And here's a chance for them to send the cross into the box there. Nicole on the ball. What would they make out of this opportunity? Out to be that's not Nicole. Okay, what's this?
Onumonu.
Onumonu. Okay,
Yeah.
Ifeoma.
So throwing to the Super Falcons at the first
You
minute.
know, the problem with
of the
Onumonu is she has the prospect of being a good player, a good older play, but finishing as a striker is always poor from Ifeoma.
Wow. So now the Super Falcons are back in possession. Beats to
Don't take that shot. Don't
And
take
now
that
Lose
shot.
will
Ah,
shoot.
God.
my goodness.
You can always predict what they will take. Don't take that shot.
What is this?
Well, you know, hey,
Pass. Abiodun.
What is this?
Of all people.
you know, they are not good at goal. You know, the Spurs Falcons are not good at goal. You know, their shots, they don't even have the shot. So that they just need to play it into the, pass the ball into the 18 box because they don't even have the shot. To take. There's no power
Even
behind
pass
their
into
ball.
the box too. The Brazilians have really shut us down in the second half. Right, not even the second half. Immediately after those two chances, rare chances we saw in the first half, they've really cut us out of any sort of attack. Let's just enjoy the Olympics. That is one thing. We are back in the Olympics after missing out for 16 years. So let us just enjoy the moment. So I will get there one day. And here's a goal kick to Brazil later with a long one. And yes, Nigeria regaining possession, and Brazil also losing possession immediately. So Brazil will look to attack against Nigeria. A chance for Brazil to go straight and get the second goal. And it's one of the two. Gabi on the pitch there. Yes. Oh, Jennifer lost possession. We're almost regaining possession there. Nigeria regaining possession against Brazil. A chance for Brazil as they look to come all out against the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Still Brazil in possession. And
hello, we have a caller here.
The man you had to clear that's out.
Hello. Hello, what is your name and where you're calling from? I lost that. Yeah, you can't continue.
She didn't even look where she was clearing that. Just clear it anywhere.
Yeah, that's where you know at the point where you've made some clearance and it's still coming back due to the
goal scorer there, Gabi Nunes, who is being replaced by the Brazil manager there, and they'll be throwing in their number 7, Caroline, for the last 8 minutes or 7 minutes or whereabouts in this encounter. Beautiful goal from Gabi Nunes to set the rhythm of this encounter. And that is the only goal that actually differentiates the winner and the current loser in this encounter, as Nigeria currently trailing 1-0 against Brazil. But it's not over yet in this game. There can still be a big comeback from the Super Falcons against all odds in this game. But if that is the pass that will be leading to that comeback, it looks like that is not going to be a goal.
Honestly, I don't think the Super Falcons had a shot on goal this second half.
But one very important thing is that since Alozie changed that position, I think it has reduced
the pressure,
the pressure and the way they penetrate through that wing.
She has more experience. She has more experience, but she's not playing a regular wing. If she has gone up against Ludmina, who has been tormenting Okeke in the first half.
Not even about Ludmina. This I think number 18 or no,
Gabi.
Yeah, and once he came in, they cut down the excesses. That one was just walking through Okeke. As if it's a bus stop. Taking another bus like this. So the Super Falcons lost possession to the Brazilians, trying to build up, always, but lost it again. Even these Brazilians, as far as I'm concerned, they just saw a weaker. They would collect it woto.
I guess Spain,
either Japan or Spain. They will really take some trashing off those teams. Because they are really enjoying the game.
Attacking against Nigeria right now, looking for that second goal in the 85th minute of the second half. That is a terrible one. Wow. Terrible football from both teams.
It's just like maybe one is just a bit ahead of the other. It's not as if one is...
apart from that goal scored by Brazil against the run of play, I don't think they've also done anything special in this game.
Look how many mistakes the Super Falcons have made. They've not been able to pounce on it, including that chance Nadozie made that mistake. So I think these two teams, maybe my fans, because they will really get it heavy.
Where are you going?
You're not the coach.
There's some balls that are supposed to be just one touch.
I can see you sounding like the coach.
So that person was coming. She should be watching the run of Michel Alozie. Dropping one touch pass almost immediately. Not you.
You don't need to romance the ball, but
there was no need.
Sometimes we want it, but sometimes we don't get it. So free kick to the Super Falcons. Right there, and you can see the Brazilian and are building with the ball right now. I remember then I used to hear hospital passes.
Drop that pass. You can see someone making a run for you.
What is this?
You look at the shot like a back pass.
Why?
I don't think I can count how many times I've said what is this. Look at what is it? This looks more like a back pass. Maybe training ground routine.
I think this Olympics might just be the end of our drum with Super Falcons of Nigeria.
No, I don't think it's the fault of Wardrum.
I think
it's the team he has. He has. And what preparation do they have?
They had I think they had campaign in Spain for about 3 weeks or 1 month to the competition.
Compared to with all these teams.
Well.
Hey.
Look at, she's frustrated too. because you can't be sending blind pass. It's as if they brought teams from Sharawanjo United and just put them on the field and making misplaced passes. This is a terrible thing to see, a terrible sight to behold.
I guess the 7th minute of that encounter, still Nigeria trailing 1-0 against Brazil. Uchebe on the ball there. Christian sends it into the box there. Brazil defending with all their might there. Abiodun turning a man in the midfield there. And that is the legendary Mata. She was turning like palm wine there. And here's Nigeria, attacking against the Brazilians, looking for that rare opportunity to find himself in the box, but couldn't get that into the box. Onumonu will let that roll out for a throw into the Super Falcons.
Right, throw into Super Falcons. At this point in time, trying to see if they can get something out of this game, out of nothing right there. And they've won themselves a corner kick at the 88th minute of this encounter. Really disappointing performance so far from
disappointing performance from the Super Falcons. We've not really seen them, with any beautiful attacking move in the second half. It has really been no bites, nothing in the second half from the Super Falcons. And it's the 88th minutes of this encounter. 2 minutes to go. Rashida Tajibade standing on the corner kick duties for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. We can see the top players in the box there. There's Esther Okoronko, there's Kanu in that box also. Let's see what Nigeria will be making out of this. With this great chance for them to get a famous equalizer against Brazil in this one. Late dramas at this Paris 2024 opening game for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. It's a long one into the box there with that beat straight into the hands of the goalkeeper Leete there, and she will hold on to that and not in a rush to stand up.
Not in a rush to stand up. And she will hold even when there's no pain there. She will hold it as if Tony Payne had one on her in that. But so who will blame her? She wants to waste as much time as possible since they are leading in this one.
We saw 7 minutes in the first half, additional minutes.
We should be seeing 10 in the second half.
Maybe 15.
No, we'll not be up to that.
Okay, maybe.
It will likely be 10 minutes.
And now, up to now, we've not seen Aziza Toshola.
There's no point. I don't think Oshola won't be coming into this game anymore.
I don't think so. Maybe there's a reason, maybe none. I don't think she'll be coming in.
All right, it's still 1-0. Brazil will be happy right now because in 1 minute to the end of regulation time in this encounter. So good for Brazil. So far, so good. It is Spain and Brazil in this group that have gotten their first victory. If it ends like this, they defeated Spain defeated Japan, and Brazil about to defeat Nigeria.
Congratulations to the two of them in advance, and it's a competition whereby there's best loser in this one. So I think they can still fancy their chances after getting the first results they've gotten right here to be a partaker out of the best losers spot.
Well, it's a goal. It's a free kick here, and there's Brazil who's to take that, quickly taking deep into the Nigeria half, and it's going to be a throw-in again. And if you look at it, the Nigerian side are not showing any sense of urgency in this. They just want to play.
When they build up, you can't really see them really put 6 minutes, surprisingly. Wow. You can't really see them put those passes together like a team that wants to really come back into this one. Instead, they've been opening up spaces in there. Look at how frustrated the lady is at the defense. Really looking. Ohale.
They're just stressing out in legend here.
Ohale and Demey has worked their ass out on this field. So I think there are a lot of things one the world room has to do in this team.
So with the wing backs, right?
No, the centre backs. Not just the centre backs, on the team as a whole. What's this?
So it's a good kick here for the Super Falcons, and Nadozie is here to take it for the Super Falcons.
Even that minute, she's not giving the sign of the urgency, because who can blame her? Everybody she sent out, they've attacked her back with it.
I see what is
What is this?
Passes. Look at the passes.
What is this?
You know, you look at their passes. They need to work on their passes. You know, and sometimes we are even lucky that they don't pass it to their opponent, because we see most of the balls they pass. Sometimes they pass to the opponent.
Even the goalkeeper once passed to the opponent. They survived the scare. What is?
Super Falcons, you need a goal here to get a point. That is the only way you can survive this.
They cross into the box for the Super Falcons of Nigeria, but that eluded everybody. And still, here is Michel Alozie for Nigeria. There tees up Kanu, and Kanu on the ball tries to beat a man there, and that will be going out for a corner kick for the Super Falcons. Brazil are not in a rush right now.
Yeah, they're not in a rush right there, and they want to waste as much time as possible.
That's the right thing to do.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do when you're leading. A slim lead, 1-0. It looks like that player overstretched right there to make that clearance for our team. Yeah. So,
you know, all this are just you know, the late tactics. You know.
Yeah, it's obvious. It's part of football. Yeah, so everybody wants to maximize everything they can in this kinds of situations. So, corner kick to the Super Falcons. I don't think there's anything super they've done today.
Yeah, 2 minutes. This is 3 minutes into the 7 minutes, 6 minutes at the time. So we just have 2 minutes and some seconds left to play.
Yeah, with this to extend more, to extend more, and when you look at it, really, not so encouraging feats the Super Falcons has given us today. Really, they need to do better than this the next match.
Yeah, and the player is about to be stretched out because it's like it can't continue.
She can't continue.
And she's out of the pitch right now. It's going to be a corner kick to the Super Falcons of Nigeria. I think this is one of the biggest opportunity for in this last embers of the game. If they can make use of it, good and fine. But we've seen so many chances wasted on the side of the Super Falcons.
Where the referee should be attending to, she's not attending to it. She should tell them. You know, female football is just wonderful. Really wonderful. Wonders shall never end. So it's wonder field. So it's wonderful. So Rashidat Ajibade, who has been one standout player for the Super Falcons today, will stand next to that corner kick. And if the Super Falcons gets an equalizer in this game, that would be unfair to football. It would be really unfair to the Brazilians because they deserve to take all 3 points as far as I'm concerned.
As far as I'm concerned, none of them played well. But the Brazilians still came up. They still tried, but not to my expectation. They didn't play well so much, you know, in this encounter. But they were lucky to get a victory against the Super Falcons.
So, played very fast and into the box, and a cross blocked off for a corner kick. And the Brazilians won't chase the ball right there. As far as they are concerned, clock should run down, and they should win this one and actually try to get the next point they can to proceed. Because if you can get a 4 point, most likely you end at a best loser or better. She'll cross into the box. Oh, headed out by the Brazilian. But Abiodun is there to marshal anything marshalable on the field of play.
And the Super Falcons with the ball now to the right wing, crossing to the team box of the Brazilian, was headed out. Can they make use of this last minutes? But Alize had that one into the hands of the goalkeeper, and she will want to waste all the time because they're looking good to win it here.
Yeah, they want to win.
And you can see the Super Falcons fans, they're all shouting, celebrating, you know. You know, their presence here is just what.
Yeah, you have fun. Football is fun. You just have some fun in the game of football. You know, you don't take things too hard on yourself. If you lose, you win. It's part of the game. One team sometimes have to lose and some have to win, or maybe you share the spoils. So it's a three-way thing in football.
Yeah, it's a three-way thing in football. Super Falcons with the ball, want to build up for the, but again, dispossessed again. And it's a throw into the Super Falcons of Nigeria. I think any moment from now, 6 minutes additional time is over. But hey, we saw some injury moment there. But let's see, any moment from now, the referee will be blowing the final whistle in this encounter.
So even if I was the referee, I should be tired of this kind of game.
Like, so tired.
Really, really tiring. Boring too. Because apart from those early signs of promise in the second half, the Brazilians too has brought their bed and their pillowcase to the field and started giving us some terrible performance. So I can't wait for the referee to sound the final whistle.
Yeah, I can't wait for the referee. And any moment from now, Brazil with the ball, trying to get the second goal. From the right wing across there into the 18 box. Yeah, he has two Nigerian defense on her, but hey, back to return it back again to the wing and
offside.
It's an offside against Brazil, and this kind of time, 7 minutes going to the 8 minutes. You know, that means we are playing extra 1 minute into this game so far. Look at it.
Yeah,
3 of the Brazilians are aware off in this moment.
So the referee, I think, will end the game anytime from now.
I think the referee should blow.
You can see proper clearance from the Brazilians. Proper clearance. Keeping the Super Falcons out of their dangerous territory.
And the Super Falcons, what can he do with the ball? They have to move, but hey, he went down, but the referee said play on. And it is the Brazilians right now with the ball in their own half. Cleared again, defended by the Super Falcons. And another clearance, and it's going to be a throw to the Super Falcons of Nigeria in the half of the Brazilian. And you can see the Nigerians now, right now, in haste. You know, they want to take this last moment chances. You know, let's see if they can get the goal. And that is the final whistle.
Final whistle of that game between Nigeria and Brazil taking a deservedly 1-0 victory over the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Courtesy that goal from Gabi Nunes in the first half. It's 3 points to the Brazilians. The Samba ladies will take this one as a victory for them.
Yeah, big victory for them. Congratulations to them.
So we've seen the end of the game, and it is Brazil who have won this first match against the Super Falcons 1-0 right now. They are 3 points equal with Spain. So far so good. What do we have to say? What's your final take on this match?
Disappointing game from the Nigerian girls. Terrible performance from the Nigerian girls in this encounter. You'd have expected better from the way they started this game. I don't really know why they actually went to sleep later on in this encounter, but for about 70 minutes it was actually terrible performance from the Nigerian girls. Yeah, Brazil not really at their own best in this encounter, but this is a 3 points that they would really fancy looking at that group, that it might be hard for them to get a victory over Spain or get a victory over Japan, but this 3 points might just be enough to send them through to the round of to the quarterfinal. So good game for Brazil, and let's just hope Nigeria will actually go back to the drawing board and come back better in their next game.
Yeah. All right, we have Aaron side. He said from the commentary, I can deduce that this is a woeful performance from Nigeria. I am not surprised though. Yeah, yeah, we actually it's a boring match, but the Super Falcons did not perform very well, and we have okay, there's other message here, but it's not So you might also final take on this.
Yeah, congratulations to Brazil. Super Falcons, horrible performance. They should try to go back on their drawing board if that drawing board is not destroyed, and try to do something better next time around.
All right. What did the Super Falcons do? What didn't they do right in this encounter?
A lot of.
Is it from your own view? Is it an individual thing as from the players, or do you think it's a technical?
I don't think it's really. It's just the basics of football. Pass, so your next man pass the ball and just build up play and all those things. So is both the players and the coach that have their blame to share. So I think they should do better next time.
All right, I think that's how far we can go for today.
Yeah.
And remember, in our next show, in one of these African matches, We'll be having our prediction and win. So stay tuned when we come again next time. For me and the production crew, bye for now and see you again.